Alright, so we did the bow drill flicks yesterday. So that's a mixture of, I think 3 old videos, okay, and then 3 new videos that I did, okay, so, um, 2 in the beginning I think were new, and then I think the last one was new, and then 3 in the middle were older. So the whiteboard where I had the spindle and all that was an old one from a few years ago. Actually, I had 2 of those. Talked about that yesterday or the day before. So we're on the subject of fire. I was addressing an email from Canada, from our viewer from Canada, and talking about drilling stuff with the bow drill. There's all, you know what, you guys gotta like, you guys gotta open up your creative processes, right? You know, have a slug of coffee. Yeah, have a slug of coffee. Have 2. Have 2 slugs of coffee. Open up those, get those creative juices flowing, right? So, how do you drill? Drill with a bow drill. That's how you do it. Some people will use a hand drill. Put a thumb cord on top of a hand drill. Do you know what that is? Here's a piece of fat wood. I've got several chunks of fat wood here that I have made up in the past. A couple of them are brand spanking new, ready to use. So they got holes in them. See that? You can even buy these. They sell these, or they used to sell them also. But I've bought them. I've made them. Easy to make. You just get you a stick and you cut it out square, and then go ahead and drill your hole in the end. It's ready to go. Fat wood is probably my favorite thing to carry with me, because you know it's impervious to water. You don't have to worry about it. It's permeated with oils from the tree. So here's one that's in a stage where I cut some into a feather stick and lit it, and I used it for a big match, right? And then I just extinguished it, and you can see some blackness on there. There you go. Here's another one. Did the same thing too. I can see the black on there. This is one I whittled down. This one was a little longer. Alright. Yeah. Don't remember where I was going with all that. Pick up somewhere. Yeah, but bow drill. Drill. Get it? Drill. So I was talking about how I'd seen the Inuit do bow drill using their teeth as a bearing block, and they were drilling with the bow drill. Right? So I saw that and I thought, man, those guys got some gnarly teeth. Because you know that's eventually going to wear their teeth out, right? I mean, this is back in the day when they were still doing everything the old school way, right? Making canoes with, you know, seal skin and all that sort of stuff, right? So yeah, bow drill, okay? So, you know, people burn out bowls, right? People burn out bowls out of a chunk of wood. So they put a hot coal in the center and they make the center part of it char. And then they dig it out with an implement, right? Well, just take you a big old spindle. Take you a big old spindle and bow drill that sucker. See what I'm saying? This is the mentality, right? This is what you got to be. This is the way you got to think outside the box. So if you want to like make a spoon, you know, you don't have to sit there and carve till you get the round shape or whatever. Start with the bow drill. Start bow drilling your spoon, right? Burn it out that way. You know, you can do it in several places. That way you can get yourself a head start. Then start cutting out the meat of it in the center. You know, I mean, in the center and around where you couldn't get with the bow drill, right? So if you want, you can, I mean, a spoon ain't that big. You can get a big spindle, like, you know, 1.5, 2 inches in, you know, diameter, and do a bow drill that way. You know, you just use the bow drill to burn out your scoop for your spoon, right? These are things that you could do, you know. And I didn't invent that. I mean, somebody else probably invented it a long time ago. People been doing this stuff forever. You see somebody doing something, it's probably not new. It's probably just something they picked up somewhere and they do it and you see it, oh, that looks like a cool technique. I'm going to borrow that for myself, you know. Did you invent that? No. No, I didn't, you know. But feel free, you know. So yeah, bow drill is not just for making fires, you know. And then of course you got the pump drill, which I don't have one. Probably ought to make one at some point. But I'm not here to garner, you know, likes and so on. I'm not a monetized channel. I just do things at whim. You know, either like me or you don't, right? So so I don't worry about channel stuff so much, you know. But this is a pair of socks I've been trying to wear out so I could trade them in for a different type. Because they're darn tough. You wear out a pair of socks, you send them back, they give you a code, and you know, you get another pair of socks, right? So you know, you could swap out your socks. But the thing is about darn tough is that it's hard to wear them out. At least a couple of the models that I've used, it's hard to wear them out. So this pair is easier. This is the military pair. This pair is easier to wear out than the Mountaineer. The Mountaineer is the one that I tell everybody to buy because they're practically indestructible. I did a test on some darn tough Mountaineer socks. I bought 3 pairs of socks and I cycled through them. I'd wear a pair 4 days, I'd take them off, throw them in the hamper, get another pair, put them on, wear them 4 days, put them in the hamper, get another pair, wear them 4 days, put them in a hamper. But when I was on my 3rd set, I would wash the other 2. And then when I was on my last day with the third pair, when I was on my last day with the third pair, the other two would be washed and dried. I hang dry. I don't put socks in the dryer. So the other two were washed and dried by the end of the fourth day on my third pair. And then I would take those off, put on a clean set, put these in the dirty hamper, and I just kept going like that. And your jaw's gonna hit the ground when I tell you this. 4 years I did that. 4 years for 3 pairs of socks. Not one hole. That's right. Not one hole. So anyway, I saw they had these military socks, and I thought, I'm gonna get me some of those. If they're as good as these Mountaineer socks, I'm gonna just swap over to these because of the color. Now the other color's not bad. It's gray with maroon accents, right? Nobody sees your feet anyway. But these don't last as long, and I've gotten holes in them. I've got a pair in the other room right now. It's got a hole in the heel. So I'm trying to wear these out so that I'll send them back and I'll trade them out for the Mountaineers. So, Darn Tough mountaineering sock. It's an over the calf high sock, right? It's about $30 a pair, but it's worth it because you buy a sock, you won't ever have to buy socks again. It only costs you. It will cost you something. It'll cost you the amount of money it costs to send them back to Darn Tough, right? That's all it costs. But the socks are $30. So I got 12 pairs. That's right. In case the grid goes down, you don't want to be without socks, man. You want to be comfy. Right? You want to be at least comfy in the sock area. And you want to have plenty of underwear. I have about 30 pairs of underwear. Good ones, that last a long time. The ones that I got I got some about 10 years ago. Those are kind of wearing out now. So I'll probably go ahead and replace those and then bring myself back up to 30 pair. Because I want to have enough for a month, right? And you know how guys are, we could sometimes extend that out if we rinse them off in a stream or something, right? And make sure you filter your water. Yeah. So we started out talking about that. Bow drill stuff. Fire. And we started talking about socks. How about Bigfoot? So I got my little Bigfoot alarms here. These fishing alarms, right? So what you do is you just spray paint these. Just spray paint them. With stove black. Like for your cast iron stove, high heat. It's flat black. Just spray it with that. And then put your perimeter alarm around your camp in the woods, But put this up about 4.5, 5 feet so that the little critters down on the ground ain't setting it off. But if Bigfoot comes creeping around looking for a snack or something, hey, Bigfoot, get out of my pack, Don't you be getting in there and get my Mars bar. Yeah. We're out of time. So we'll come back in another one. See you there.